Fall is almost here, and honestly, I was a little sad to see summer go. But instead of just wishing it would last longer, I decided to take some action and really try to get into the mood for the new season. For me, fall isn't about buying more stuff, it's about the little things that we can do to make the season feel cozy, inspiring, and fun. So today I'm sharing some simple ways to welcome fall and get excited for everything this cooler season really does have to offer. When it comes to home decor and changing things around for the season, I usually do this quite slowly. So I will start out by switching around a few items like these pillow covers that I've had for a few years now. I switch from the more summery blue color to these orange checkered ones. Then I add some throw blankets. I bought this one last year from a thrift store. So this was the perfect thing to start out the switching of the home decor. I also found this tablecloth that I thought was really beautiful, so I did purchase that. And then I had this blanket that I decided to use as a throw to cover that couch. Then another thing I typically switch when we go to the cooler weather is to our heavier blanket with a duvet cover. Now, I've had this duvet cover for years. I did think about going and getting a new one, but I realized I still enjoy this one, so I might as well just use what I already have. Next project we have on our getting in the mood for fall agenda is to make some bouquets that are fall inspired. And we found these flowers at Trader Joe's. Yesterday we picked these up, and then we planned to have my mom and I work together and make something interesting. Yeah. We'll see how it turns out.
Be good.
I'm using my vintage yellow coffee pot.
We are not professional florists.
Yes, we are.
No.
Okay, you take one.
Okay.
I'm just eyeballing it, you guys.
Here's some
Probably not good, but
eucalyptus. Oh yeah, no,
it's already looking good.
Yeah, look at that.
It kind of feels like full.
Like,
Is there a comedian in every room?
not only did these flower arrangements turn out so pretty, at least in my opinion, I love all the fall colors, and it just brings a little bit more color and life into our home. But it was really fun to work on this project with my mom. It was just a way to get into the fall spirit without having to go and buy a whole bunch of stuff, but bring some natural elements into our house. Lately, I have loved using warm lighting, especially in the fall and winter. And what I do is I put these candles out that come on automatically set around 5 p.m. So as soon as it starts to get dark outside, all of these lights click on and our home starts to feel cozy and inviting, even though the nights are coming on a lot quicker. As the seasons change and we go into fall and the cooler weather, one of the things I always like to do is go through my wardrobe, pull out the pieces that no longer fit and donate them, and then also add some new pieces if needed. And this year I did need a few items to add to my fall and winter wardrobe. So today's sponsor is Quince, and I am really excited about this because they are sustainably made. The pieces are all quality at a affordable price. I found 2 cotton modal scoop neck tees, one in my favorite color of blue and another one in a beige color. These are the perfect staple pieces that can be mixed and matched with so many other items in my wardrobe that I already have. Then I found some ultra stretch point boot cut pants, and they are the perfect thing to go with so many of the sweaters and t-shirts that I have. I think they will be an amazing addition to my wardrobe because not only are they stylish, but they're super comfortable. Whether it's clothing, home goods, or everyday essentials, getting well-made goods usually means overpaying or shopping all over the internet. Quince brings it all together. One destination, premium quality, and affordable prices. From European linen apparel and buttery soft bamboo bedding to 14 karat gold jewelry, cast iron Dutch ovens, and beautiful Italian leather bags, Quince brings all the high-end essentials together in one place. And everything with Quince is priced 50% less than what you'd find at similar brands. By working directly with top-tier manufacturers and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you exceptional quality without the markup. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. One of my favorite items is this chambray tencel long sleeve shirt that I can add over any outfit on a cool day. Upgrade your wardrobe, home, and more with high-end essentials from Quince. Go to the link in my description to get free shipping and 365-day returns. All of the Quince items that I added to my wardrobe and showed you today are in the size medium, and I'm really excited to add more items to my wardrobe as we go into fall and I see what holes might need to be filled in my wardrobe because they have so many beautiful pieces. So make sure you check it out in the description down below. And thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring today's video. My mom just got here and I asked her to bring some of her fall-inspired art.
Yes, and I did.
And she did.
Yes.
So one of the things I want to do is switch out my painting that I have here in the living room. I try to switch that seasonally and it ends up always, not always, but most of the time being your art in there on display. So we're going to go through all the fall themed art right now.
Okay.
And we're going to pick one.
All right, let's lay it out.
I'm excited. Okay, here we go. We're getting in the fall mood.
All right, pumpkin.
Pumpkins.
Flowers.
Flowers.
Maybe make a pumpkin pile because we do have some
A lot of pumpkins.
Halloween.
This was mine. I did this one.
That is your art.
That is my art from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's floral, so we could put a floral pile with this.
Floral. We'll do
Yeah.
floral. We'll do pumpkins.
More pumpkins.
Maybe I'll lay them all out and then I can show all of you the art.
Ooh.
And we have my beautiful fall tablecloth on
Wow,
here.
look at all these flowers.
So much fall
Okay,
happening.
here's more pumpkins.
Okay, I really like this one.
Yeah, I do too.
So I feel like I love this one.
we'll
Okay,
keep
we'll
going.
keep going.
Here's some more
So
pumpkins.
that's another copy of this, I think.
Here's the pumpkins.
I did this one a long time ago.
What I think I need to do is paint more pumpkins.
Yes, why not? We're trying to get into fall spirit here.
But here's,
I love it. They're so pretty.
here's some pumpkins.
But you don't paint because you paint because you like to paint. You don't
Yeah,
paint
right.
for selling it or anything like that. Although we do have some of these for sale on our Etsy store. Not all of them, but some of them.
We have digital prints.
Yeah, digital download. This is
Not
so.
anything.
I
Okay.
love this. This is so pretty.
Yeah. Contrasting. I like it. I have my one-woman show to myself every once in a while. I take them out. I look
But
at
you
them.
put them up in your house.
I
This
do.
one would look beautiful on your mantle.
I've been having it there.
Oh, I love
I just
it.
brought it. Yeah. So that's it.
Beautiful.
That's all the fall stuff. I have
Okay.
more other ones. Well,
Yeah, I like that.
So you've decided?
I've decided. I think I'm going to do this one. This is a runner-up for me, but I feel like it might be a little dark
Yeah.
for my
It's
house.
similar to this one.
Very similar, but
Yeah, it's the same.
let me see. There's a little more orange in that one and more
Right.
green in this one.
That's the same premise.
I love it.
The leaves.
And we were thinking, if time permits, maybe we will do some fun watercolors, fall themed, to get in the fall mood.
Okay.
Are you feeling fall yet?
I'm feeling fall. I'm feeling like a big piece of pumpkin cheesecake. Maybe some.
Here are all the art pieces so you could see them in a little bit more detail. Lots of flowers and pumpkins, like we said. My mom is actually in a weekly watercolor art class, and that allows her to do a lot of this art and keeps her inspired as well. I was kind of hoping that we would have time to work on some paintings for this video, but we literally ran out of time, and I decided just to choose one of the beautiful pieces that she had already created. I love to switch this art around seasonally, so every time the season changes, especially from fall and winter to spring and summer, I like to at least change it once a year, but usually I'm changing it around 4 times a year. I just find this to be a really fun, affordable way to change out some decor in my home. We are going to attempt to do some fun fall crafts. I have these color by number pages, and I will link the blog post that I got these from down below. And then I also have the bats that you can trace, cut out, and then use as a decoration. So we're gonna try this, and I have this on my blog, so I will link that down below as well. Tell me which one you wanna do. We have a spider, we have boo, we have a jack-o'-lantern, and we have
I want to do the jack-o'-lantern.
the jack-o'-lantern. Okay, let's do that one.
I took a few seconds to help Levi get set up with the crayons and the colors because it was a color by number, which is so fun because it's just a way to learn but also do a craft at the same time. And then I showed Calvin how to do these bats, which is super simple. It's literally just cutting it out, tracing it, cutting it again with the black paper, and it becomes such a cute way to decorate for literally free, the price of a black piece of paper. So if you do want to try this craft out, I have the blog posts linked down below. And we did these a few years ago, and then I don't know if they got thrown out or what, but I'm so happy we made them again, and I'm going to keep them for future years because they don't take up much space. And look how cute that is. Calvin actually made more and decorated his whole entire room. I got this idea on a whim to make a reading nook. I initially wanted to make the reading nook in my bedroom next to my bed, but there is not enough space, and that would mean we would have to move the bed over, we'd have to move the dresser, and make tons of changes. So I decided instead I would create a little reading nook here in my office, and I think it turned out really cute, and this is just a cozy place for me to read in silence.
One way I'm trying to get into the fall mood this year is start making some warm drinks, and instead of doing the typical pumpkin spice latte or something like that, I thought it would be fun to try my hand at apple cider. So I'm really excited to try this out, and I've got my cinnamon, allspice, sugar, and apples, and we're gonna boil it down and then see how it goes. This is my first time making it, but if it turns out okay, I will share the recipe on my blog. I also like to just drink tea and hot chocolate and that kind of stuff, but I'm not a fan of drinking a lot of coffee because I just don't really like all the caffeine.
This recipe is really easy to make, but it just took a long time. So all you need are 10 large apples and you quarter them. I decided to cut them a little smaller to get them to fit into this pot, but then my mom pointed out that they still weren't going to fit with the amount of liquid we needed. So we transferred it to my largest pot we could find. And then you add 3/4 cup sugar, 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon ground allspice, and you make sure the water is covering all that, and then you boil it. That takes the longest time, but really you're not having to do anything. So it's 3 hours of letting this boil on your stove. And one of my boys went and got into the decorations and he was scaring everybody. So we thought we would show you. And then he said, put the witch hat on and stir your witch brew, which was pretty funny too. But it looked really pretty to see all these apples in there boiling away. And then of course, 3 hours later, that's when we were able to strain it and drink it. So I definitely think if you want to make this for a party or even have friends over while you're making it, you want to start it pretty early into the night of activities. I had it in my head that my mom and I would make this and be able to drink it together, but obviously she left a long time ago before it was actually ready.
Let's give it a try. Really good. I'm surprised. It tastes just like apple cider I've had in the past at parties and Christmas parties and stuff like that. Definitely a lot of work, I have to say. Took a lot of time, which you might get this same flavor just from maybe like an apple tea type thing, or you might just want to buy apple cider from the store. But this was a fun activity and I am really enjoying this. It actually tastes really good. Okay, now I'm gonna have to clean up all this mess. One thing I love to do when we go into fall is bake some pumpkin flavored treats and sweets. So I found this somewhat healthy recipe from the Veganista. Actually, my mom helped find this and we gathered the ingredients. So I am going to bake this pumpkin bread and I'm excited because I've never tried this recipe yet and I think it's going to be delicious just looking at the ingredients. We will find out.
This recipe calls for 2 cups of flour, 1/2 to 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 tablespoon pumpkin pie spice, 1 pinch of mineral salt, 1 to 2 teaspoons vanilla, 1/3 cup almond milk, 1/3 cup applesauce, and 1 can of pumpkin puree. Now, I think where I might have gone wrong on this recipe is I was using freshly milled flour, and I measured the flour before it was milled, and then I didn't measure it again when I put it into there. So I think I might have just used too much flour.
It reminds me of a cake that you forgot to put the sugar in.
We're on the wall here too. Oh my god, I'm spilling it. It went down my overalls.
It needs to be sweeter.
It said it had 2 options for sugar, and I put the less amount. We're trying to be healthy.
So that's when our trash girl gets all food.
It tastes fine though.
I'm gonna try something.
It's a little hard on the edge. I actually think this is meant to be more of like a banana, or what do you call it, like a bread, because of the way she wrote it, the recipe.
No, because bread, you can't use bread like this. This is a cake, I think.
Yeah, but usually when you go to pour it, it pours. This was like a thick. It tastes good to me. If you're expecting something super sweet, then this is not what you want, but I like it.
With each season, I try to eat the seasonal food that is popular for that time. So I have been eating so many watermelons this summer, and now I find it's hard to find a watermelon. So now we're switching into the fall and winter seasonal foods, which are baked potatoes and roasted vegetables, just things that are warm. We'll probably be making more soups and warm meals.
This turned out really good. It's all cooked up and we're just about ready for dinner. I love starting to cook more in the oven because it helps heat up the house, and in the summer I try to avoid that. But I love baking up some potatoes and vegetables in the oven and some special baked treats and that sort of thing. So that's one change I like to do when we're going into fall.
There used to be this show that I loved watching back when I was a teenager. It was called Semi Homemade with Sandra Lee. And I remember the lady used to make some things homemade, but then she always would use like a box cake mix or, something that wasn't homemade as well. And I feel like that is a really good explanation of how I do most things. While all the food was completely homemade, the salad was something that I bought from Costco and mixed up, and that just simplified that process for us, and it made the whole meal come together. Where we live, it doesn't really start to cool down until late November, and that's when the leaves start to change, sometimes even later than that. But one way I love to embrace fall is by going for nature walks and collecting colorful leaves, doing art projects with them, and getting outside more. It's just another way to really embrace this new season, and I am looking forward to all of that.
I popped some popcorn and we're going to enjoy a fall themed movie. It's a little spooky. I decided we should watch Hocus Pocus.
Weekend movie nights are something that we started this summer, and I'd like to continue that tradition through all the other seasons, just picking out some seasonal fun movies that my boys have never seen before. One of my favorite ways to get into the fall mood and have fall vibes is to go to a pumpkin patch or a fall festival, get lost in a corn maze, and pick out some pretty pumpkins to carve. We took some family members that are from New Zealand to this experience a few years back, and they had such a wonderful time. I hope this video helped inspire you to get into the fall spirit. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, you can hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.